Hey guys, in the last Pro Strats video I showed you how to defend bedroom and bar sites on Chalet. Today we'll be going over setups for dining as well as Snowmobile. Typically dining is considered the second best site on Chalet and Snow the third, so it's very important that we know how to defend these properly. Starting off with dining, this is the setup we'll be going over. It centers around keeping control of top floor, and since we don't have any real plantinol, it's important we don't give this up easily. Like most sites in the game, there's two main ways the attackers will approach this. The first way we'll talk about is when teams approach from library side. You'll recognize this kind of setup if you watched the first video on how to defend Chalet. If you haven't, I'll have that video linked down below and you can check it out after this one. Much like the bedroom defense for this map, we'll be using a shield inside a piano hallway to contest library, but we'll be playing around it slightly differently. On bedroom defense, we fought for this control basically until the round was either won or lost. Part of the reason why dining is stronger than bedroom is because we don't have to do this. We'll be using this shield to potentially get some kills, but mainly just to waste time and utility of the attackers. We can fall back when we start getting pressure too much or when they get control of top fireplace. Alibi will be starting in stock to hold library double, and also to stop attacks from taking lobby control right away, but she should be aiming to fall back pretty quick. After she falls back, she can rotate back up solar stairs and rejoin the rest of the defender's top floor. As I said before, with this setup it's important to keep control of top floor, so after wasting as much time as possible with the shield setup in piano hall, we'll still end up having 4 guys up here. The aim here is if the attacks try to full clear through the solar, we have enough body to try to stop them, and Warden can use C4 to kill attackers if they get control of office. If the attackers instead go for a half clear, where they just clear out office and then rotate down and try to plant in dining, then the way we'll be playing this is by having 2 guys on site, Alibi and Warden. Their job is just going to be to stop the attackers from pushing deep and taking control of kitchen. Since we don't have any plant now, there's no point in them trying to stop a plant in dining. The players above will be the ones who actually have to deny the plant. The way we'll do this is by retaking office using Azami and killing the planter from above. This sounds like it should be hard, but it's really not. We'll have me playing piano, Azami playing bedroom, and Womai playing on the bathroom door. These guys top floor should be playing passive until the executes start coming in. When the guys inside call that the attackers are starting to smoke side or go for plant, we'll use Azami to close the office breach, close the office door, and retake office with 3 people. Since our guys inside are playing far back, the attackers won't be able to plant in kitchen, so they'll be planting in one of these positions in dining. Either behind the bomb or on breach, over here beside the hatch, deep in the half wall, or beside the drone hole. We should have a general idea of where they're planting since we have both a bulletproof camera on site, plus 2 guys around site who should be able to tell where the plant's going down. If the attackers go for a full top clear, starting from library side, Alibi should stay top floor. If the attackers get control of all of upstairs without us trading some kills, it's going to be an easy round for them. So it's important that if they're going for this kind of attack, we stay top floor until we either get some kills or win the round. The other attack you'll see teams going for against this side is top take starting from solar side. These are starting to become more and more popular and work very similarly to solar takes against bedroom defense. The attackers will leave 1 guy at trophy window to hold the solar stage retake, and the rest will be playing on the windows to take control of top floor. Normally there will be 1 guy big window, 1 guy bathroom window, and the last 2 are playing solar. If we see this is going to be a solar take from where the attackers spawn, then Alibi should rotate back to site and play with Warden. We'll have 2 guys holding site, and the rest will be focusing on holding top floor. The attackers' goal here will take top floor up until office, and use vertical to clear out the site. We should contest their entry as this is a good opportunity to get kills, but if they do manage to get control of solar, this isn't the end of the round. We can fall back and play around office and piano, and then be ready to retake for when the X2 comes in. The players inside can play far back in dining, and since we still have guys upstairs in the office, the attackers won't be able to clear out these positions using vert. The last thing that we should be aware of when defending this side isn't a consistent attack people will do, but instead it's just a rush that happens quite often. Every team has its own way of doing this rush, but it normally consists of either smoking the trophy window or maybe sensing it, someone coming off the dining hatch using a Maru, and the rest of the team collapsing on the side from lobby and westmin. There isn't anything we're going to change to be more ready for this push. The only thing to do is check the spawns at the beginning of the round, and if they spawn for a solar side, note that it could be a direct take. Alibi can play short and hold the dining hatch, and Warden can play kitchen and hold the trophy window jump in. The final site for us to go over on Chalet is Snowmobile and Wine Cellar. This is a site that works very well for aggressive teams. Since there's a lot of map for the attackers to clear, our roamers have a lot of opportunities to get aggressive and get kills. There are again 2 main ways the attackers will clear against this strat. Both are half map clears just starting from different sides. The first and most popular of the clears will start from solar side. Here the attackers will clear top floor up until piano, and leave 1 guy top floor to hold the flank. They will then clear out dining using vertical and execute on the site through trench. The side execute here is almost impossible to stop with 5 attackers alive, so we'll be starting playing top floor aggressive in bedroom and office. If we're forced back to dining, we'll be using our C4 from dining as well as flanking top floor to shut down the push. The roamer should be aiming to get it down to at least a 3v3 before the execute comes in. The other kind of clears teams are going for against this site is half clear starting from library side. This is a pretty similar attack just starting from the other side. Attackers will clear top floor up until piano and use this control to clear out bar, games, and lobby. Once this side of the map is clear, attackers will leave a drone top floor and for dining flanks and work on site. Again, against this attack, if we let them execute in a 5v5, it'll be pretty much impossible for us to win the round. But here, instead of fighting early to get kills, we can fall back and play dining and bedroom side. When the executes start coming in, we can flank top floor and dining at the same time. Orcs can bust through the office wall, Jaeger can push into piano hall and down blue stairs, and Mute can push from dining side. By doing all of this at the same time, it'll be very hard for the attackers to realize what's going on, and even harder for them to deal with it. These 3 retaking will be our win condition for the round, so the guys on site should call for them to retake like this before the execute comes in. You'll know when the execute is going to start coming in when the attackers get vertical in sight and have the snow breach open. One last thing to be careful of is to not overreact when the breach gets opened or if the attacker starts smoking side early. It's possible that they could be going for a fast execute with Glazerosa, but most of the time this is going to be a bait to try and make the Romans fall back to site. To check if this is a real rush, we should just use Warden's glasses to see what's happening through the smoke. That's everything for Chalet. Leave a comment letting me know if you think these kind of videos are useful or not, since I really want to be making videos that are going to be helping you guys improve as much as possible. Thanks for watching guys, make sure to like and subscribe.